Yeah, we live. Wu-Tang Killer Bees, we on a swarm. Wu-Tang Killer Bees, we on a swarm. Yeah. The whole dirty bastard Inspectah, Raekwon the chef, you God, and of course the Method Man. Now,
Ghostface.
Oh yeah. We said Ghostface, right? Anyway, late okay at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, come on with another wonderful episode of Beats Vibes Life. Now, this show, Beats Vibes Life, usually I bring an album. He brings an album. We hash it out, whether we like it, we feel it. Is it still as good as it used to be? All that stuff. But today, we have something special going on. Now, before we get started, to my left, my esteemed colleague.
Yep, Arckatron. Arckatron the chef. Now, what's going on, y'all? It's Arckatron. Good to be here. Good to be back. Got the Woo episode. This is it. Talk about that documentary. And to my right, who I got?
You got NERDSoul, NERDSoul, all up in you. Now, we did the top 5. We did the top 5 hip hop groups, and the Wu got number 1.
Yep.
Now we back. We took a little hiatus, took a little break. He had things to do. I had things to do. Now we back. And the Wu here again. That's right, because we have the documentary of Mics and Men from the Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to Showtime and Mass Appeal. That's what we're reviewing today. We're going to be getting all into their story. It's spoilery, but at the same time, it's a documentary, so it's not like it's Avengers Endgame. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
it's like, this is kind of
we know some of the plot points and
like if you follow
and the tragedies.
If you follow kind of like, hip hop news and stuff like that during the 90s and stuff, you kind of know some of this, or at least the broad strokes. So it'll be spoilery, but it's kind of different because it's either a biopic or a documentary. It's not exactly the same. Now, before we get started, quick announcement. You know what I'm saying? NERDSoul, you got your video. You got your podcast. But don't sleep. Now, you can even put NERDSoul up in your headphones and bob to it. That's right. I dropped NERDSoul 10. You can get that on streaming. That's right. A Little Love, Fall in Love, Frequency, all kinds of songs. All right. So you can listen to it. If you're on your iTunes, you're on your Spotify, type in that NERDSoul and holler at a player. Now, all that stuff out of the way. We're gonna talk about that Wu. What's your first impressions after watching, say, like the first couple or even the first one? What was your first impression?
So when I watched
it,
I watched the very first one, and that was it. And a couple of days, whatever. I watched the very first one, and I was like, "Yeah, I like the way this is going. I like the way they did that documentary. I know much about the Wu. There was a lot, obviously, I didn't know either. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. So I learned so much about the Wu, like backgrounds, like where they're from, exactly where they're from, who grew up together, who's going
how far apart they were, how
far apart they were, different parts of the borough. Like you got Brooklyn was mentioned, you got Staten Island, and this
Long Island
and
too.
The upbringing makes upbringing, like school time, being chased by people and all kinds of stuff.
The kind of area they came up in.
The swamp in the back, and they play back there and stuff, play like Cowboys and Indians or whatever, or Cowboys.
That's stuff like kids do. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. But yeah, I was digging it too. Mass Appeal. If you follow hip hop stuff, Mass Appeal has been pretty solid on a lot of the stuff that they cover. And this is a larger project, in my opinion, for them, and it was handled extremely well. Yeah, so well to the point that at the end I was like, dang, I could have used like 2 more episodes.
I know. I think it could do a whole other season. Like next year, they could do a Mics and Men Part 2 and do 4 more episodes because they almost like touch the surface.
They kind of like fast forwarded.
But they had to. There's so much information.
Yeah, there's so many things that go on. So many random beefs between other.
They didn't even get to that. The Biggie stuff. None of that stuff. So there's a lot they could cover, but like this is a good starting point.
Yeah, this is a great starting point.
And I always felt that like if they were gonna do a Wu doc, it can't be no regular like let's give them like an hour and a half, 2 hours. No,
nah, man,
you gotta go in
because you got 9 people, and
the impact is way bigger than most groups.
Yeah, definitely worldwide.
Yeah. Wu-Tang worldwide.
Now, big quick shout out to the chat. We got Spirit Dot in the house. Spirit Dot, keeping us up on time and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got Shango Zulu in the house. What up? What up?
Woo for you.
Woo for you too. So
we got Tavon over here. Woo for you.
Woo for you. You know what I'm saying? We got IG in here. We got YouTube up in here. So I guess we can start picking at certain parts. When it comes to their upbringing, I didn't know the stark, very visceral and very real racism that they grew up in.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Because you're looking at 88 and you're like, okay, in your mind, you're like, it's not that racism has ever been over, but the way they were doing it was like it was the 50s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, openly chasing people down the street, openly like throwing bottles. Usually you see, at least from the 80s, from my perspective, you saw racism start to twist and turn into a more kind of like subversive racism where you can't just overly, overtly, shout stuff at people or like, draw, we hate, people on the to get into the 90s and y'all still doing like it's almost like they were in a bubble of like like but they're
probably
like low Mississippi or something.
There's probably a bunch of societal bubbles like that where like the outside world didn't penetrate yet, didn't penetrate it. So I don't know. Yeah, I definitely that was a shock to me. I was like, oh, I mean, I knew
88. I was like, dang.
But and in the north,
don't ever let nobody make you think that in the north. Because
racism was everywhere.
Yeah, because they make in history books and even on television, they try to make you think that like in the North, black people were just like,
you living it out. We living our best life.
No, it was not like that. All right, you know what I'm saying? People were underpaid. They weren't in slavery, but they were still enslaved to the system because many people were like threatened with being sent back, down south. Even if they weren't from the South, they were threatened with that because they were like, who's going? No, like there's no record of you. There's not like it's ain't 2019. It's not like you can pull out a driver's license and with Social Security. No, we'll just be like, hey, I don't know, Derek is a slave and he has to go back, and people would just take you back. That's what would happen. Like, so they would like threaten people. It was all kinds of crazy stuff. But the North was not cool like that. Right? North is not cool. Nor is New York a melting pot. New York is more like a kaleidoscope, and I can't remember who to attribute this to.
I like that.
It's more like a kaleidoscope. Colors are around each other, but you never see them really blending and meshing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got your Puerto Ricans chilling, you got Cubans chilling, you got
the Jamaicans over here, I got our people, they'll mess you up. You got the Jamaicans over here, they'll mess you up. You got the Italians over here, they'll mess you up.
Yeah.
So that was funny. It's like, you are correct. Everywhere as a deck, he said that everywhere you turn, somebody is trying to mess you up. So you better stay in your bubble.
Yeah, just stay right here.
Don't be coming over here. You try to learn. No, I'm going over here for that. You go stay where you is.
Stay where your butt is.
But that learning. Who learns any of
that? Big shout out to Black Cherubim in the house. Power has been good. Black Power. It's good seeing brothers discussing books, music, and everything else. Keep it up. Thank you for rolling through. Make sure to share this out to your folks. Hit that thumbs up. Now, if you hit that thumbs down, I'm gonna send Divine after you, and he can break up your whole family.
You don't send Vine after him. Vine gonna mess with you.
Now, speaking of Divine, let's talk about Divine for a second.
Okay.
Divine seemed to be the guy in the hood that was able to hustle, but we ain't never heard about him going to jail.
Yeah.
We ain't never hear about him getting shot neither. Divine was smooth. Divine was smooth with his. And honestly, we have to give a lot of thanks to Divine to kind of providing the initial funding for the movie.
And also the management and CEO.
Yeah, all that stuff. Like,
brokering deals that we didn't know about.
The road manager or whatever, he was talking about like, yo, Divine was doing work. So he's like, we ain't gonna say nothing.
So we get our funding so we can get things done.
Because when you think about it, if he said that they were going, traveling down and buying records and traveling down to Florida and
where the money coming from?
Yeah, somebody gotta buy gas, somebody gotta press records, somebody gotta, what I'm saying?
Now made me think because the dude Mook who's talking about
Mook,
So he came to Jersey, and that's probably why my brother got the tape. He said he said he did it from up there in New York all the way to North Carolina. If he went to any store in New Jersey, that's probably where my brother got the tape from.
Yeah, and he said, yo, I get my cousin to come in, right, and be like, yo, man, where that record at? I heard it on Stretch and Bob. Now, big shout out to Stretch and Bob for everything they did for hip hop, period.
Oh, yeah.
But who was the bonehead that gave them a record with no writing on it, man? You think that it would be big letters, Wu-Tang Clan. If you like this, call me here. There's something, I don't know, something. At least the name of the group. He just gave them a white label joint.
Right, but that's the element of surprise.
Yeah, and it also increases the mysticism.
That's part of the W of the witty.
Yeah, witty, unpredictable, man.
Unpredictable. They just were a storm coming. You didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's already here. Okay.
It's like, oh,
well, there's 9 of them. Okay. It's a force. It was a force.
Yeah.
People say, oh, a force to be reckoned with. That was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Like nothing was like that before. We had groups, 3 members, 4 members at the most, but you ain't had no 9 dudes like rapping. Then a 10th member with Cappadonna.
Yeah.
Who was there, but he was locked up.
He was there, but he got locked up. And that's another thing. Seeing the lives of these members and how sad it was, and how their lives were not unique. You know what I'm saying? And that means that who knows the countless kids that went through this that never got out, that are stuck in jail right now because of just the craziness of your surroundings. Ghostface, for example, dad's gone, mom is, just off the wagon. She's drunk, whatever.
Yeah. And
you got 2 brothers you got to take care of that are disabled, got muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
And he was like, he thought he went through depression. It's like, no, you did. And like, it's just that you don't know. When you're a kid, you don't know what depression is. You're just like, oh, I feel kind of sad or something, but you don't know. And stuff like that, where people are always like, well, these kids can perform just, if they're smart enough, they can perform just as much. It's like, no, these kids, due to not having access to generational wealth, these kids can't. They have to drop out of school.
They're already starting from behind.
Yeah, or they can't study because I can't study because mom's tripping. I got to take care of my brothers, or I got to quit school so that I can work because my mom's on her own, or my mom's disabled and dad's nowhere. Tons of situations that go on in the hood that don't affect, suburban or upper suburbs areas to the same extent due to the access to wealth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or access to just care in general. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to
Tavana in the house over there.
Oh, Tavana.
She said she was switching over like Transformers.
What up, Tavana? Nice to see you over here.
She went from Autobot to Decepticon.
She's going to watch the documentary tomorrow. Yeah, I think you'll dig it. I really think you'll dig it. And then another thing that I noticed that I thought about, and I never really paid attention because in the 90s we didn't really label it or have a word for it, but ODB was definitely on the spectrum of autism. I think he was definitely. I think ODB was definitely on the spectrum. Not saying that he could not function on his own, but just seeing him in these more intimate moments. I was like,
I never thought about that.
Kids that I've known, or even family members of mine that I've known. We tripping? All right.
Now we back.
We good. I thought we was tripping for a second.
Successfully connected. Okay.
Yeah. We good. We sorry. We tripped for a second, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know we back. It's sad to see what they had to come up with, but great to see where they are now. And I'm glad that they took the time to give us those stories. And let us know. Because I think it also provides context for people that might be going through that to know that there could be a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, but I think it's all that pain, all that suffering provided the music that we heard.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have, if Ghostface didn't go through that, you wouldn't have All I Got Is You.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Cream.
We wouldn't have Cream.
Then, you know what I'm saying?
We don't have like their greatest songs because those greatest songs were like art, the life, not getting into the art. You know, like their life was on the page, and when they said it, they spoke with a certain kind of energy. Like, yeah, these dudes went through it. You know, it was very believable. And you know, you see it like, they weren't lying. That's like that was some crazy time. Like it's like the Wild Wild West, especially with the crack.
Yeah, with the crack epidemic and all that.
When I was all them instead of being
because they talked about like,
I got locked up. I got locked up. Undercover cop, like all kind of stuff.
And Deck, who is the one that I would assume would be like the most not drug dealing one.
He was like, I got sold to undercover cop. Got locked up. They all got locked up.
Because I guess it was the glasses that threw me. I'm like, if you wearing glasses, you ain't in the drug game. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how it works.
If I was a cop and I saw him, I'd be like, nah, man, that dude's like, he's
taking care of his eyes.
He's taking care of his. Yo, man, if he's got glasses, he's too like focused on studying and being smart.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's got academia.
Professor Deck, you know. Instead of he's a professor Deck. You know?
Man, Black Cherubim says, I would love to see you guys do a show talking about the real life Black Samurai Yasuke. Oh yeah, there's actually supposed to be a movie on that guy. Wait, when the Black Samurai Yasuke that they brought up, can't remember who's supposed to be working on that movie, but there's actually a movie supposed to be being
made.
So
you're saying Ryan Coogler needs to work on the movie?
No, I think they selected someone else.
I'm
want to say, but Ryan Coogler can do it.
I'm just throwing out some names. Like, you know I mean?
And of course, Wu-Tang forever. But
Wu-Tang.
But yeah, man, that whole thing with them being kids and stuff they went through, even like, you know, through puberty and like to teenagers and stuff, maybe even early adulthood. It was like, man, this is some sad stuff. And then when you think about Cream, you're like, yo, Cream actually is kind of a sad song.
Very sad song. It's a very.
Even when I was younger, I used to be like, yo, man, this is bad. But of course, the only thing you ever remember is, of course, Kick the Truth to the Young Black Youth, because that was on Teen Summit, and that's like all remember. But then when you listen to the lyrics of the rest of the song, you're like, yo, Ray and Deck is like just dropping just some sadness. And but I also like during this time seeing how the machine ran. Like Riz would be like, yo, man.
It's probably that it's probably cool. You can't bump the table or nothing now.
Nah, it's in there. It's in there strong, son.
Maybe I got
guys, look, we making sure we ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Time's still running, so I think we good. Time's still running.
Just jumped off and jumped back.
Yeah. So did you like how they showed the inner workings, or are you like one of those people like, I don't want to know how the
inner workings of what?
Like as far as like, I would go to Matt and be like, yo, Matt, make a hook or this, that.
I'm all about that. Yeah. Inner workings. It's like getting more of the liner notes now in life. It's like life liner notes.
Yeah.
A life version, you know. Like
and all that footage, man. You know, there's got to be more, but all that footage was just so crazy.
That's why I was surprised with it. It had so many like old footage, like old 92 footage of them forming the group and everything in the room. Like 11 of them in the room.
Remember back then, people used to just record stuff and just record it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And but really, who had the forethought to think about let's record this in this moment?
It was probably one of those things where it's just like, yo, we got a camera.
And the question is, who was recording?
Yeah.
That's the question. Who was recording?
Who was doing all that recording?
Was it Divine who had the mind for it?
Yeah, because Divine, honestly, and we'll get into Divine and all the business stuff later, but Divine really, he supported those guys. He made a way for them. He made a way for them to be able to create. And all props to him. I know things seem like they're not even good now the way the documentary is. Like it seems like
it's not
like they're mad, like they're angry, not like they're gonna fight each other, but they just definitely like they don't deal with each other.
No, they don't. Not at all.
The old boy was just like, I stay on my boat.
Well, he's not dealing with the group at all.
Yeah.
Like, he's never that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, he's like, I'm cool. And that's tough, man. Cause it's like they came up together, and this is family, but to a certain degree.
But money is always the difference of everything. Like, it can change a lot of things.
And I'll float something as an idea in a second. Well, you know what? I'll talk about it now. we all know that the Wu-Tang never broke up, but Wu-Tang went on weird, strange, and different timed hiatuses or hiatus.
Was even hiatuses? Really?
They would just disappear from times.
But I mean, but the thing is, they didn't have a consistent like tour schedule.
True,
because they messed up that tour.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's talk about that now.
Talk about it now.
All right, so they go through Wu-Tang. They got Raekwon, drops one, Meth,
Dirty Ghost,
all them.
And then Forever.
Yeah. So they all drop. Great, right? Get to Forever. We got a tour. We going on with Rage Against the Machine. Everything seemed cool, right? Seemed cool to you, seemed cool to me. They're making $45,000 a night. Now, between 9 people, technically 10 because Cappadonna's there, and who knows, whatever managers, they're probably making each about $3,000 a night. Now, if they're doing performances, like multiple times a week, that's not too bad, but, people weren't happy with the money. Yeah. They weren't happy with the split. They also weren't happy already due to Wu-Tang production.
Yeah.
So they like, yo, we going out there, we seeing the crowds. You know what I'm saying? We seeing how they react. Crowds seem to like us, Wu-Tang, more than they liking Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
They wilding for us more than they wilding for them. We should be getting more money. Now, that remains to be seen. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. But if you agree to do something, you need to follow through. Now, in the midst of all this, because this is 97, in the midst of all this, somebody booked them for Hot 97's
for the Summer Jam, 97.
Yeah, 97 Summer Jam. So, and that's the Summer Jam that like so much crazy beef.
What else happened in that Summer Jam?
Ain't that the Summer Jam where no, that's a little later.
You're talking about Jay-Z?
Yeah. Sorry, that's way later.
Like 4 years later.
That's like 4 years after. Sorry, never mind. But one thing that did come out is they had to go back home on their own dime. They won't pay. They said, well, nobody getting paid from the at least on Wu-Tang.
But my thing is, why they had to? Yeah, because Hot 97 wasn't paying you anyway.
Yeah,
but it's to say you had to come.
Yeah,
like what? Because they were playing your music.
Yeah,
so it's like you gotta do. It's so like
it's almost like it's kind of like what Hot 97 did to the artists at that time is similar to why app developers have a beef with the Apple App Store or whatever, or the iPhone or the iApp Store or whatever, because it's like you're kind of forcing us to be on here because we ain't got nowhere else to go for people to get apps for you.
Okay.
But then you like dictating the deals, but then you want to go back and be like, oh, we're just a platform. It's like either you in or you out.
Yeah.
If you're in,
they're playing both sides.
Yeah, you're playing both sides. So Hot 97 was like, oh, you got to come and you got to perform for free. And if you don't,
we'll ban you.
We Hot 97. We can ban you.
We'll stop playing your music.
So Ghostface and the most Ghostface.
No, well, they all came back.
Well, they did all come back. It said when they got back, Bad Boy was on stage. They doing their thing, killing it. And they get to go up.
And Ghostface
grabbed.
Who gave Ghostface a mic? I mean, they don't have mics, so I'm saying, who gave him a mic?
Yo,
because he was hot. Ghostface was hot.
Ghostface, well, honestly, I think that came on and was like, look, we were all feeling
this. Yeah, they all were, but Ghost was
we were all mad, but we were going to do this and not say anything.
I don't know about that part, but they just
not say something like that.
Yes, Ghost was just more direct.
Man, Ghost got on stage and told everybody to say F Hot 97.
Yep, and they all said it. Back
multiple times.
Call and response. The hip hop to its finest. Man, call and response.
Boy, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Not I wish I was there. I wish I could see whoever the organizers face, the Hot 97 organizer, whoever.
Yeah.
I wish I could see their face. Say they're like, They're like, Wu-Tang's here. So they're like handing out tickets or badges or something. And all of a sudden they catch
I can hand out tickets and badges.
I don't know. I'm setting the stage.
Okay,
setting the scene. Setting the scene. All right. So the organizer, they're doing things and talking to people, and all of a sudden they get a little piece of it. Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Man, they said, and they even played the tape. They played the video. They were saying F Hot 97 for like a good full 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And they were playing it for a minute. And they performed, I assume.
I don't know if they performed it after that. Like, they may just kick them off a stage. Like, yo, I got 5 minutes. Do Triumph off.
Triumph to get out of here.
Do a short verse, too. Do a short verse. Do half the verse.
A bomb atomic league. Method Man part.
As that world turned, I spread like germs. You know what I mean? I twist stars with the art, trying to do.
We out.
I mean, that was,
man. So that got them banned from Hot 97.
For like a long time.
But he said they didn't play our record for 10 years.
10 years. And the thing is, they already, like, they had the Forever records, but after that, kind of hit or miss with the records. In terms of Wu-Tang.
Yeah, in terms of Wu-Tang.
But solo-wise, it's still
but also imagine them not playing any solo joints.
So they play the Supreme Clientele?
Probably not. Because they said no Wu joints.
No Shkreli Ghost? No, they ain't play Shkreli Ghost.
Man, they ain't play Shay. Right?
Shkreli Ghost?
They play a dang thing.
They ain't play a W, the gravel pit, they ain't play that either?
No, not a drop.
Oh, okay.
Not even a piece. But of course, they get back on the plane and they like, yo, man, we mad about this and we mad about the tour. Now, group is split about doing the tour. They're like,
because they're not getting paid. They feel they're not getting paid enough to do this tour. They're getting $45,000 for the whole group. That includes managers. That includes everybody's cut. So it's a lot of money.
So it's probably $2,000 to $3,000 per night.
That's what they get.
Now, with that said, in hindsight, you need to look and say, bruh, you guys were scrounging and scrambling, sharing clothes, just about 7 years ago? Something like that?
Yeah.
Grit your teeth, finish this tour, and raise your price.
But see, the thing is...
the
thing is, you got to factor in, like...
Now they have more expenses. Because now
that, just like they're number one at this moment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
they're mad at whoever negotiated the deal, first of all.
Yeah.
They're mad at them not getting paid enough.
Well, remember.
They're mad they're not at home. Well, they're mad, there's a bunch of...
Remember, you can only negotiate your deal on what is going on at the time.
But before forever, they still have. Think about. Wu albums, 6 of them.
But
they're all like number ones.
Nobody knew that forever would be forever.
No, but I'm saying they should have negotiated for what they already did at that point. They did a lot, bro. Come on.
Yeah, 45 a night is not
for a whole group.
Guys, these crowds they were insane. So, all right, let's say each person in that crowd paid $40. You're talking about millions a night coming through that joint. Like, and plus, once they buy some teeth, now I will say they probably made it right with Wu-Tang shirts, CDs, socks, and Wu-Tang drawers and stuff. But still, you need
it was whoever set up the deal on the other end, not the Wu-Tang end.
Yeah.
It was more like a test.
Yeah.
If you think about it in that way, where it's like, okay, they did this one deed where like you're getting paid a little bit, but it's more for the long run.
Yeah.
If they could have saw it that way,
then
it would have been different. And that would trajectory wise, in terms of them doing those kind of tours, would have probably been excelled me even more because again, they're number one.
Yeah, because Method Man made a comment. Mook and Method Man, they had them in comments talking about the fans. And Method was like, man, I don't want to do this with a whole bunch of white kids. And like Mook was like, yo, we sold 1 million records. You think that was all black people? No.
It was worldwide. It was different kind of races because your music is more than just all for black people.
Yeah. Now, big shout out to Jordan Elliott McClure. I'm probably messing up your last name.
Why'd you say McClure? Why say McClure?
McClure?
Sounds like it's McClure.
Jordan. I'm just saying Jordan because I don't want to mess up your name. But thanks for rolling through. You know what I'm saying? Sweet. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for rolling through.
And Wu-Tang.
For you. My thing is this. I don't care you know what? I put out some music on streaming. Do I care who's streaming it?
Oh, you mean like race or
no. If someone types in NERDSoul on Spotify, yes, this is a plug. It's sliding in. If you type in NERDSoul on Spotify and stream my song or buy it or whatever, there's 6 songs. You got 6 to choose from. You might like one. But anyway, I don't care if you are an alien.
Yeah, aliens got that Wi-Fi, boy. Wi-Fi, they got that popping Wi-Fi.
Like, yo, why not? Is it going to kill you? And like you said, we were talking offline. If they would have done this and it was successful, and you saw those crowds, they were going crazy for Wu.
Yeah.
Then at that time with Rage Against the Machine, you had like Linkin Park, you had Korn, you had all of these groups that were like hip hop-ish, but rock.
Limp
Bizkit. You had these like rock-ish kind of hip hop-ish kind of groups that they could have went on tour with and got that cheese. And if they did that, that might have helped them ride through being banned on Hot 97 side.
Yeah, but they burned two bridges in one move. It was like a chess move where instead of taking one piece, you took two pieces with the move, which doesn't happen. But I'm saying it was like a double chess.
Imagine losing two pieces.
You losing your queen and losing your rook or something at the same time. The game is over.
Yeah, so that silenced them for a long time. And we were talking about hip hop where like 97, you got West Coast kind of like simmering down a little bit.
Down.
Because
Death Row's going down.
Yeah. So you got simmering down. And then you got
Pac Pass, Death Row's going down.
And then you got the South kind of coming up a little bit. And then you have Bad Boy doing their thing, and you got Rockefeller doing their thing. Yep. So you got, even though Wu-Tang isn't there on the radio, you have so much more to replace it with that Wu-Tang gets lost in the shuffle and forgotten to a certain degree. And it's not like they followed. Well, I will think because Takao 2 came 98.
98.
So, okay, so they did follow up a joint, but maybe they didn't tour it hard or something. I don't know.
You talking about Method Man's album?
Yeah.
Who told you? Mean Method Man touring it?
No, meaning like the whole group getting together, but at the same time, everybody's mad. You got contract stuff, which I want to get into.
98 was also the year where that whole
contract. Everyone was like, Wu and
Wu-Tang Productions. Everyone left the Wu-Tang Production. Yes. Most other than Dirty, and Dirty was in jail at the time.
Yeah. Now, let me float this and let me know what you think about this. Everybody was mad about Wu-Tang Productions. And I can see both sides to a degree, but with them being family, I lean more on the Ghostface Raekwon side, because this isn't, I've never met you before and I meet you and we get a contract and we go forward. Yeah. We grew like, dude, we was like stacking Legos together, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let me float this. If when Wu-Tang Productions was created, they were all made partners. Like similar like a corporation with a board members, but just of course this would still be a private company. But imagine them all being partners. So all of them are being paid as owners of Wu-Tang Productions, or part owners, I guess, and then also as artists. Then that would be, they still wouldn't make as much money as RZA because he'd still be producing, but the money would be similar. It would be more than they were getting, and I think they would have been happier. I think it would have been more, and I know in business I shouldn't say this word, it would have been more fair.
But what if there was no money to go around? There was 9 of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they were getting paid.
But Divine said that he was getting his cut and he was buying little properties as the years went on.
That's what he was doing because he's smart.
Yeah, but if there's enough money for him,
we don't know what they were doing with their money. They could have been spending with cars and getting all this kind of stuff.
True.
And he's investing his money. They're the artists. And I'm thinking about future, man.
Yeah.
This guy was a guy buying.
So what you're saying is, even if they were partners, they would have took their money and still figured a way.
They're buying drugs and all kind of stuff, were they not?
True that.
The thing is like, okay, yeah, I'm a fan of opening up the books, but it's also going to show what you got too. I bet you them numbers are not that far off. Yeah, just one man invested his in something beyond what's going on at the current moment.
It looks like he has more money because, like, all right, let's say
he was flipping houses.
This person gets a check. This person gets a check. All right, with this check, this person goes, buys 2 income properties, starts renting them. And you go buy a car and a house for yourself. Now, y'all spent the same amount of money, but next year when it comes around, he got double or triple. He has the income property money where he's like, leasing out a house or renting or whatever. And you don't have you got to have
nothing generating money for yourself.
Yeah. And they did make that comment about if we would have done what I can't remember who said it. was it RZA? I can't remember who said it. If we would have done what Divine did, we could have owned 10 blocks.
We could have owned the whole Staten Island probably by now.
Yep. Like imagine if they just started slowly. Imagine if they were on.
But you gotta think, he probably was telling them this.
Yeah.
But they not hearing that.
They're like, yo, I'm fly. I gotta get these gold teeth.
But they weren't hearing.
I gotta get.
I know. Knowing them.
I gotta get a falcon, a gold falcon.
Knowing the way that those big brothers talk, I know they mentioned about the financial stuff. Yeah. They probably had the Wu-Tang financial idea back then. Yeah. And nobody was hearing it except the two people.
Imagine if they really made Wu-Tang financial, son. Imagine that.
Wu Finance.
Bruh. Yo, imagine you could have had a card. You pull out your card. It's a Wu on there. What?
What I'm saying is that
a black and yellow Wu joint.
But you know,
man, I'll be spinning that air where I'll be like swipe.
But see, the thing is with these ideas, the reason why we're having these ideas is because there were so many of them.
Yeah,
strength in numbers.
They could have. I mean, with 9 of them, they could have made some serious moves. But to their credit, we're also looking at an era where that's what RZA did was far.
Yeah,
ahead of his time.
Whatever Wu-Tang itself is unheard of at the time.
Yeah, like because that non-exclusive deal, you had many people talking about like, dude, like nobody
wanted to sign that many artists as a group. They're like, you gotta split it up. Like, nah, we're not splitting this up. It's either all of us or none of us.
Yeah,
and I get that. Yeah, because then that forces the issue because now they have the music. So now you're kind of like all the labels have to kind of bend to the Wu will.
Yeah,
and
because they were already selling already.
Yeah, we don't really need you labels. The same thing like the Master P and the people got like Cash Money. We were already selling before they got
were already selling
before they got the priority. Already were selling stuff. So we don't really need you. We just need you to kind of distribute in places that we can't get to.
Yeah,
quicker.
And big shout out to the chat. We got Jordan came through. We say what up to you, but we got Daniel Pasquale Vlogs. I think I'm probably messing you up too.
Daniel, okay.
But Daniel P Vlogs. Woo to you. But like you look at that and you're like, yo, man, I think if they would have been made equal partners, they would have
maybe felt more. But I think
they would because he would have still been like, y'all blew y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, RZA was making more, but RZA also did more. Divine was making more, but Divine was the foundation for your whole situation. He should. But imagine this. He should be recouping the financial losses that he and the risk that he took out there working for the group.
Yeah, working for the group.
Because Mook just said he was working. He won at KFC. I'm just saying.
He could have been a manager, man. He could have been.
He was store manager.
Think about this. When he first got there, he was washing lettuce, and then he moved to fries. And then 2 years later, he could be manager. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Our buns, no seeds.
Yeah, no seeds.
So I mean,
they're the home of the golden arches. I'm the home of the golden arches. So
it's like
right now,
Watson. Get that little train. Yeah. Get that stupid stuff. That little baby train. Oh, I got a whole zoo in my backyard.
Yo, but he's trying to impress. Then the boy from Africa, he's trying to impress them. Back to Wu. There is some time with Wu and Come to America, but I can't figure it out right now.
Yeah, it's a tie. It's a tie somewhere. But I was wondering if that would have saved it. But now with you saying what you're saying, I think they would have made more money, but they would have still spent it differently, and then they still would have been.
I think the money was.
They still would have been angry. No, you know what? They wouldn't be able to be angry at RZA and Divine.
This is what they could have did.
What's up?
They could have did the Al Iverson. You know? Oh, you heard?
Oh, yeah.
Like a trust.
Yeah.
You put money like all of it's like all of us like 10, 20 years later.
Yeah.
They can have their own portion.
Yeah.
Like a bank in a way.
Yo, was that his agent or his manager that did it? Whoever it was, yo,
I think it was his manager or agent.
Yeah,
One thing.
Yeah, like yo,
so like later on when you turn 40 or turn 50, you have a trust. So you have like these money installments every 10 years, 20 years. That's kind of genius. And I think that if the Wu did that, like it's some kind of like retirement plan.
Like a Wu retirement for the founding members.
401k.
And they had the money to do it.
To show them that it's not just about the money now, it's about the money forever.
Yes.
Because it's what? Wu-Tang what? Forever.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think that would have been nice. That would have been a nice gesture to show like almost like you're a part of the company now.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like
not just a worker for them, not a worker bee. You're like part of the company.
I think when they started seeing how points on albums work and stuff like that, it started making them think like, yo, why are you making all this money? It's like, I'm supposed to.
There should have been a renegotiation.
You know what? Yeah.
Before Forever dropped, there should have been a renegotiation for what each member basically to make them be a partner. Now, like, okay, we trust you guys. You've been around for 4 years now. Let's make you kind of elevate you a little bit more. Maybe you have a different role too. Like, you know,
also, you ain't only rapping now. Now
we need you to find, but do this or whatever for us, and then make you so you're not just sitting there and rap. Like, give them more roles in the whole entire thing. So it's more like, so then when they bring people on, they can sign those people and do the same thing, and then 4 or 5 years later, we'll sign you on as official partner with Wu-Tang Production. They're gonna set it up better like that. Okay, so I'll meet you halfway with your idea. So they could have set it up a little bit better so it feels like they're a part of it, and it's not just Divine and RZA and the other Wu-Tang members.
Yeah, because it kind of touched me, man. I almost teared up when Old Dirty is on the phone.
Oh yeah,
with Divine, and you see him arguing, and then you see him get off the phone and start to cry. It's like, dude, because I've seen family members fall out over,
and though they're actually blood.
And I mean,
members.
blood.
That's
you know,
cousins.
Divine. Yeah, it's RZA, Divine, Jizza, and Dirty are cousins, right?
Well, RZA and Divine are brothers. But
RZA, Divine are brothers, and then Jizza and Dirty are their cousins. Yeah. And so that's like straight up family, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, that's tough. But I mean, at the same time, imagine, because here's the thing. You're looking at, and this is very similar to Tribe Called Quest. You looking at grown men that can't say sorry. Let me say this to you. Big shout out, Mr. Black Culture is in the house. Greetings, y'all. I haven't seen it, but hearing the good to bad from many. I think it's good.
Who said bad?
I don't know who said it's bad, but
I ain't heard that one person say bad yet. But okay, Wu-Tang to you too.
Yeah, Wu-Tang to you. But it's tough when you deal with situations like this. But it's just seeing how they came together, how they fell apart. And I mean, you're looking at grown men that can't say sorry. And all y'all out there, especially when it comes to the fellas, just be able to say sorry. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, yo, man, because from each perspective, everyone was hurt. RZA was hurt that everybody was leaving. Because RZA, and he didn't say it, but you can read between the lines. You can see his face. RZA was hurt that everybody was leaving. Everybody wanted to go. RZA, that hurt his feelings. Then he got in his feelings and got petty. And then the money stuff started happening. Then, of course, they're already in their feelings because they think like RZA's doing this to me. And RZA's thinking, you're doing this to me, like you're leaving me. And you know what I mean? So you got all these people that are all hurt instead of just sitting down and being like, look, man, I never meant for it to get like this. That was my fault. I'm sorry. Because I don't want you to leave. I want us to build this together. Boom, they're gonna change everything.
Yeah, more forth, right?
Be like, look, but I know you don't like the contracts. Let's figure out what you don't like. Let's see what we can do. And kind of like you said, renegotiate. Be like, if you don't like the contract, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, they could have renegotiated. You know what I'm saying? They could have renegotiated, especially after, just before Forever should have been a renegotiation.
Yeah,
96 renegotiation.
Yeah,
right after Iron Man, right after June, the whole summer. Let's just negotiate it for all members.
Yeah,
including Kappa, to make that so we know what his role is.
Yeah, exactly what
he has a floating role of like, he's
like
in the move, but then he's not in the move. He's in
like,
there. He's sometimes says it's feature Cappadonna, sometimes doesn't say it. So we don't know what his real role is.
Is he a member or not?
He's like a 10th member, but like an honorary 10th member.
And I honestly think all of those, that solid 10 should have been partners, even if unequal partners. They should have all been partners in Wu-Tang Productions, because without Divine, now Divine, I think should get the top slot. I think it should be Divine. If we were going to separate between 10 people, it'd be Divine would get like, I don't know, 12%, and then RZA would get like 10, and then the rest would share like 8. I don't know. My math ain't good right now.
Yes.
But
it's not that far. Maybe 7%.
Yeah, something like that. But
10,
you know,
RZA,
because
12.
And the reason I say that is because Divine had to duck and dodge them streets and duck and dodge them cops so that he could have his job at SunTrust, making that honest money to be able.
Well, I got it down. You're 12% for Divine, 10% for RZA, 7 for each member, and we're counting all the members, so it'll be 9 of them, so 63%. And then maybe like loss or that kind of stuff, and then maybe for the managers.
The managers.
There's 2 managers.
The managers got to get their money too. So and I think that would be fairer. Could be. Then they technically be getting 2 checks. They get their production check from the label, and then they get their their artist check, and then everybody would feel included. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't feel like, yo, man, he just treated me like I'm an employee.
This is what I've been saying. I've been saying to the Haas and different people, like, they were so young, though.
Yeah, they didn't know.
I know, not even, but I'm surprised it got that far.
Yeah.
It shows you there was something special about that group of people.
And also, you know who it was, which is why I say he got to be at the top. He said it. Devon was like, I got my laptop, I got my little Mac, I got QuickBooks, I got.
He learned. He started learning.
Like, he started learning.
Even the guy in the bus driver
did that hard learning so that y'all could just rhyme, and you got to give him props for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that.
Same thing with Mook.
Mook did a lot of
bus driving.
Yep.
And then he's like, okay, I know how to move price. Only thing I know is a move product.
Yep.
I treated Wu-Tang as a product.
Yep.
And he moved.
So you gotta give. He's got to get his kind of like
royalty
back pay.
He was a man of the street team. Like, he was a street team. Like,
so you got to give him that. You got to give him that position and that love. But I think if they were receiving 2 checks, I think they'd have felt better about their deal. I think they would have felt better.
Yeah, they could have renegotiated. Yeah. But like even like the idea of renegotiation is not even a thing. You got to think it's all new.
Yeah, because imagine how fast life is going. They're all of their families are sort of intertwined, except for like Masta Killa, who I do want to talk about for a second. All of their lives are sort of intertwined. People are going in and out of jail. People getting shot. You know, people's kids. That stuff that happened to you guys' kid. I was like,
if you listen to Impossible, he said it.
Oh, okay.
One flew straight and hit my little seed.
Oh, okay. All right. So see, I thought that was just, you know, like
one flew astray and hit my little seed. That's
like I thought that was just rhyming.
One flew astray and hit my. Well, he's talking about the whole. If you listen to the whole verse, like he's explaining the whole situation. But we knew about that. I knew about that.
Yeah. And see, me, I thought that was just rhyming for rhyming.
No, you got
because I used to equate their seeds like when he makes that comment of the ghost say my seed run with his seed, man, his seed. That's how we keep Wu-Tang all over the family. Yeah. I thought that he meant the seed at that time was a metaphor for their rhymes.
Oh,
my rhyme goes with your rhymes, marries his rhymes, and then that's how we keep the Wu-Tang because we get paid for rhyming.
No, I get that.
So it's like that's how I saw it.
I never thought.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I always thought seeds meant children.
All right. So see, and I was thinking, like, you know how we give birth, we create life.
Yeah.
But we're giving birth to these rhymes. So like my rhymes go with his rhymes.
It's Wu-Tang, so that's
Wu-Tang. You never know.
Not a far reach. But they set the table to that point where their metaphors can be beyond like regular words. But what they're talking about is so it could be deeper or it could be shallow, however you want to feel about it.
Yeah.
It could be like some surface or it could be something. This is the words that the word choice that they use can make it.
It's very interesting a lot of the time.
Yeah. They're a very unique group of 9 individuals, 10 individuals all together that were just different. They were just different in all facets of life. Yeah, like the way their music, the way it sounded was just different. The way that they rhyme was just different. 9 dudes all rhyming kind of different. None was like, I couldn't tell between the 2. It was like foosh niggas where they all rap fast. It wasn't like MOP where they're all yelling. It's like, what do you mean? They just were all different. You know what I mean? No disrespect to any of them.
MOP do be yelling. So
but no disrespect. I'm saying like you could differentiate. There were like 9 individuals.
There were like 9 individuals that complemented each other so well.
Yeah.
And big shout out, we got Arthur Henry in the house. Jordan says, by the way, I'm from Portland, Oregon, but I'm watching you all in Lima, Peru, South America. Yo, right. Lima, Peru in the house. Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Wu-Tang for you and Wu-Tang for Arthur Henry.
Wu-Tang for Arthur. You know what I'm saying? We got Wu from here to Lima, Peru. Boy, I tell you. But you know, you look at their lives, you look at how different they are, and you're just like, yo, like when you look at Masta Killah, I've gotten such so much of a deeper respect for him and for all of them as men in general. This, like I said, if they had an album ready like next week, because I am so ready.
Have you heard the EP?
No, I haven't heard it. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna go on my phone right now.
He ain't happy.
There's not much to talk about.
Oh boy. But
some of the music that was played during the show was great. I'm like, yo, what's the song? The last song, the ending song with Method Man, right? Yeah. That's not on the EP.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna front. Don't this documentary make you want some new Wu?
Yeah, well, that's what I felt. That because the music, even the music inside it was like, oh, yeah, some new Wu. Okay, this sounds good. Put this on the album. Yeah, of course they didn't do that.
Now, I will say this: the theater that they're in the documentary is straight up like the El Capitan theater. I feel like whoever did the architectural drawings for the Capitan definitely did the same thing in Stapleton. They just copy and pasted that one. But from Dirty to Jizza to Method Man, we get not only a clearer understanding of the men that they are, the group that they were, the group that they became, and not every single struggle that they went through, but the struggles that defined the foundation of their journey. Yeah. And that's what a good documentary does, man. This joint is straight fire. Now, onto some crazy, the weird Martin Shkreli stuff.
Oh, yeah, the Silver Rings stuff. Yeah, Once Upon a Time.
The Silver Rings. All right. So, and this, I think, is something else that RZA did in his hurt. Because RZA was hurting and RZA got petty. And RZA was, because when they talked about the album, RZA was like, oh, no, we just did the album. You know, it wasn't no big deal. And it's like, no, it is a big deal. If you're going to get verses from me for an album that you plan to sell for like $1 million, and there's only going to be one copy, it would be nice if I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah, he could easily said, sorry, y'all, I shouldn't have got y'all.
Yeah, and he was mad silent when they were talking about
super silent.
He was super, like, y'all watch that documentary.
He started like, he just little laugh, whatever.
He was like mad silent.
There was something greasy to Silver Rings. Silver Rings, forget Silver Rings. Man, RZA played real coy in that moment.
Yeah. And RZA was real wrong for that. He still need to come correct on that.
RZA need to come correct for a couple things. That's one of them. That's one of the main ones.
I think that's the main one for me.
That's like you just call like, oh, let's do some stuff, and like, oh, it's an album, a secret album, and stuff. It's secret to the people making the album. That makes no sense.
Yeah, because they tried to equate it to how he made 36 Chambers, but it's like, no,
36 Chambers wasn't made like that.
36 Chambers wasn't made like that.
You weren't even there, Silver Rings. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like Silver Rings. I lost a lot of respect for Silver Rings.
I never had respect for him. Sorry.
Like, I met him in the docuseries and lost respect for him in the docuseries.
Oh, you didn't know about him beforehand? Oh, I knew about him. I knew about his music beforehand. I was like, it's okay.
Ain't nobody thinking.
He was trying so hard to be a Wu-Tang, man. He was trying, man. He was probably like the chick. He wanted to be that 11th member, man, so bad. He was like, Killer Priest, who? Nah. Street Life, who? Nah. Silver Ring. Because there was 11 and 12 respectively, like the 11 and 12 members. Street Life and Killer Priest. They've been on so much stuff. Yeah. I mean,
it's like Street. Silver Rings ain't even close to Street.
Nah.
Street is so far ahead of Silver Rings. It's not even funny. But big shout out, we got Willie B in the house. He said, I watched the whole docuseries in one night, couldn't stop watching. It was great seeing how everything came together and all the highs and lows. Definitely a must see. Yeah, definitely. Tavana in the house, she said, I never heard of him before until this. Yeah, thank you. I met him and lost respect for him in the same joint. And I know business is business. I understand. But when you dirty, you just dirty. And what they did was dirty on that.
Yeah.
That was dirty. especially for people.
Come on, just get it.
Especially for people that you was like building blocks with, man. This is something that you do to someone that you don't know, not someone like.
It should.
These are your brothers, man.
The way it should have just been if Silver was going to do an album with all of them, he should have said, "I want to do an album with you guys. Come to wherever I live, all together.
Yeah.
Here's this amount you'll get paid. Not just no little dink and dunks. Let's do a verse here and there.
And then I'm a like tweaking like surgical. Put this together like a Frankenstein album.
Yeah.
And then go sell it for $2 million.
Wait, have you heard that album?
No, I've never heard it. I never heard it. All I know is that Ghostface said it was trash. But he might have also said it was trash because he was mad about it. I don't know if it was trash for real. I mean, because I assume they're not just going to turn in whack verses. So I assume that the verses are strong. Okay, never mind. I won't.
Because I've been kind of silent on the Wu-Tang post forever world.
All right. I know how you do with Wu-Tang post forever. I know. I still think that there's love to be found in the W and the Iron Flag.
No, I have no problem with those.
We will have our
Iron Flag. I got half problem with it.
We will have our Wu-Tang episode another day.
Another Wu episode?
Yeah, man. This is just a documentary.
I thought this was the Wu episode.
This was the one.
No, that's not it? Okay.
No, this is the Wu-Tang documentary episode.
Okay, the Wu-Tang documentary.
The Wu-Tang episode is all Wu-Tang albums. Okay, we got to wait. 36. We got to wait forever. 3 months. 36 forever. W, Iron Flag, 8 diagrams.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what's happening.
I bet it tomorrow.
I bet it tomorrow.
If you want to do once the saga continues, if you want to do that, I wouldn't put it on there.
It's still a Wu-Tang album.
Some Wu-Tang members ain't even on the album.
Is it say Wu-Tang as the artist?
I don't know.
Wu-Tang album?
I think it's Mathematic Presents Wu-Tang the Saga Continues or something like that.
We'll don't worry about all that. But
you should worry about all that actually. Find out what the name of that album.
Martin Shkreli or whatever.
Shkreli, not Shkreli.
I love how they show the different members talk about how that brought Wu-Tang back into the zeitgeist. And this is where I think there is a huge disconnect between the members of Wu-Tang and the leader now of the Wu-Tang, who is, of course, RZA. RZA's always been the leader. RZA is like, this, brought us back into the zeitgeist, even if unexpectedly brought us back in a very interesting way. And the members are looking at it similar to how I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, it's good that we're back in the zeitgeist, but look at how we're back in it. Now, depending on your brand, it doesn't really matter what someone says. It could be good press or bad press, and at least you're going to still get clicks. But the Wu-Tang, this ended up being a situation where it was marred in kind of like controversy of whether the album was a real Wu-Tang album, whether it wasn't a Wu-Tang album. And the story wasn't about how good or bad the album was. The story was about Martin Shkreli buying it for $2 million. And then, the whole thing with the the pill for cancer or whatever that pill is.
The pill, it was for AIDS.
Oh, sorry,
HIV.
HIV. Sorry, excuse me, guys.
He went 5,000% higher.
Yeah,
it went from being like $2 a pill to like $70 a pill.
Yeah, something crazy, something stupid,
like $140 a pill, something like that.
Yeah, and it's
what?
It's like I agree with them. I don't want to be in the news for something like
that. That dude was a prick.
I want to be in the news. Yeah. He's sort of got his because he's in jail, but he's not. He's not. He didn't really go to jail for what he did. He didn't get
the Wu stomp down. That's what he didn't really get the stomp.
Yeah, he didn't get that.
Stop. He didn't get the real stomp.
And I agree that they are back in the news over some kind of like media circus mess instead of being back in the news because the album is good or it's bad. At least let's talk about the music. But we're kind of a sideshow to the public story of Martin Shkreli. And that's what I think the problem is. And RZA seeing that as, hey, we're back. And the members are like, nah. And which is why I think you guys need to actually sit down and have a serious conversation. I would like more footage from that dinner that they had.
But it was only like 4 of them at the dinner.
Thank you. That's another problem I had. That dinner that they had, you had Ray there, you had Cap there, you had RZA there, and I think Jizza was there, and that was it.
Nah, Jizza wasn't. It was either Deck or Yuga. One of them.
Oh, okay. And I'm like,
Masta was there.
Yeah, because when I saw them at the table, I was like, oh, that's everybody's at the table. And I started looking. I'm like, that's not who are these people? So it's weird when you have a situation where they all can't get together and sit down and have a serious conversation with each other. And
I think they're well beyond that point, man. We're talking about from 98 to
yeah, but I mean,
about 20 years ago.
But imagine this: at 25 years, you still have people that are hungry for you to really mobilize and come back together. That's something special. You guys made something special. I think it's worth the time for them to, sit down and really be serious. Not serious as in being angry with each other, but let's air this stuff in a mature manner. Let's air this stuff and get past it so that we can actually give people that want. I mean, like you said, all of them has said our brand is like $1 billion brand. I think all of y'all can be.
I don't want it. If they do an album, I don't want it. I've heard
if they come with that heat.
I've heard too much bad to know that they're not there anymore. RZA's not
there
anymore.
But what if they do get there? What if they hunker down? They clear the air.
I have little faith.
But what if they did? Say out of your little faith, you can keep the little faith, right? But like say they hunker down, they get rid of all the beef. You know what I'm saying? They're brothers. They really, really make some straight fire. Like something that would objectively be seen as better than Forever. Would you not listen to it?
It's not. It can't be done. Sorry. Better than Forever. Are you crazy?
What? I mean, it's the same men. Maybe
what if they could get in the same? They're not the same people. They may have the same name, but they've gone through so much and so much stress and strife.
Okay.
Their arc was way back in the past. Their story, they went like this. They were Thursday Chambers, Forever.
Yeah, but
W. Iron Flag.
But all right, so
they've been going up and they went down every time they dropped it out.
If they were to get on their A game, they have so much experience and so much life.
I haven't heard A
so much to draw from.
I listen to a lot of their stuff post Forever. Their A game is like sputters. I understand this.
What if they can put it all together? What if they can get it all back? All right, so there's
the main reason why I can't see it.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, because of the leader, RZA. Beat wise, he ain't there no more.
Okay.
RZA ain't been there for 20 years. I've heard a lot of RZA.
Tavon said, let's talk about
I saw it before. Let's talk about Method Man. Yes, we'll talk about Method Man.
Oh man. Method Man, he was doing dips. You know what I'm saying? Getting them arms right for you. You know what I'm saying? You saw he was like,
oh yeah. Well, we didn't talk about him. Their first jobs.
Yeah.
When he went to Staten Island. I mean, I was working up.
Him and you guys was working at the ferry or
Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. I was like, Staten Island.
They was working on the ferry at the port for the ferry.
Yeah, the port. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
I was a janitor on the weekends. Yeah. Method Man was more the guy inside. You know, here's your stuff. You know, here's your souvenirs or whatever, memorabilia. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. That was their first job.
And the guy said, "You've been doing good for yourself." He's like, "Yeah, a little something, you know." So that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool to see like their first jobs or whatever. Them going back was kind of cool. Like they were regular people. They had a job like everyone else.
So this is why I say this. This is why I say this. Venom. I listened to Venom, and like I told you, Venom does have some.
You know what you got joint?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I forgot that. Venom, when you say Venom, I was like, I thought he was going to Marvel. Yeah, I seen it too. Bootleg, but I seen it. So on my computer.
I got Shazam on my computer now. Don't even worry. But hey, don't worry about that. but I listened to Venom. Venom does have some heat on it. Now, I'm not saying the whole album is heat, but there's about 3 serious joints on it. Imagine this. They get more selective with what they cut and give us an album of strong, like 10 joints. Boom, straight flame.
I told you the reason why it can't happen. Production.
Well, I had to look at the liner notes. I don't know who did production on Venom or not.
RZA ain't been doing no full production in a long time, man.
All right.
Not even on the Wu albums. The only thing like he's done it, and you've seen the results of that. We're talking about like 3 2 trash albums. One like close
trash though.
A diagrams and
full trash.
A Better Tomorrow.
Look, when we go back on our
trash bags, glad bags, hefty bags. The bags you use for the winter for the league.
Oh, you mean them hefty like the
big
the
bags?
Outside
Yeah, like the hefty. But there's so many members, you gotta put them all in the trash to throw them. Like, nah,
man,
get out of here with that. Look, this is my thing. I'd rather them not even come out with an album. Just do the shows.
Wu-Tang watches the show. All right.
What up,
Wu-Tang? All the Showtime's, all them people, they watch the show. Mass Appeal, all them, they watch the show. And Wu-Tang, what up? Y'all watch the show. Now, all right, they in the chat, y'all, they just ain't saying nothing because they gotta keep their anonymity, man. They gotta keep it low. So, all right, I have hope. All right, I'm speaking straight to the RZA. All right, RZA, bring it in. One, you need to apologize to the whole group for that album. That 2 million Martin Shkreli mess, that was your doing. You made that happen. You need to apologize for that. 2, get back in that boot camp. All right, that beat boot camp. Get some funky, gritty. I want you to buy a needle from a yard sale.
You want them to come back like Tribe came back? Impossible. It's 20 members.
Did Tribe come back? Yes. So there's still hope. All y'all still got breath in your bones. So y'all need to go and
this situation is totally different though. This stuff wasn't like it wasn't financial, was it? It was more like just like
personal. It was more like personal, yeah.
This stuff is financial, man. That go deeper than
anything. It's not Wu-Tang financial though.
Yeah, that's the problem. If it was Wu-Tang financial, it'd be a whole different. All I'm saying is this. Forget. The thing is also getting the managers out of the way so they actually can talk to each other.
Yes, yeah. Y'all need to talk. No managers, no nothing. Just you. You talk.
You know how many times me and Haas talk about the scenario about Wu getting back together? He a Wu head. I'm a Wu head. We plot all the scenarios. We even have who we want to executive produce the album because we don't want RZA to executive produce no more. We haven't produced, but we need somebody to oversee this stuff.
All right, who you got?
We had a couple people.
Who?
One we had actually, because of the amount of people. We would think this energy would be able to bring them all together in a way. Okay. Not rap, not produce, but just like yo, make sure this is handled.
Yeah.
RZA, you doing that RZA? No. Change that up a little bit.
Okay.
Because every time he's worked with Ye, RZA sounds like RZA.
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
He ain't rapping. We don't need Kanye to rap. We just need him to just oversee some things.
Because when he was on My Beautiful
yeah, but he had a boot.
Twisted Dark Twisted.
But the thing is, he had a boot camp just like Wu did. He had all the people coming in and out, floating in and out. He was the main head.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so
cool. So he took the blueprint.
Like I said, RZA. All right, and when you sample, I want you to get that needle from a yard sale. All right, not a clean needle, funky, dusty old.
We even had
you put it on. I think
we even had a version with maybe Tip executive producing it.
I wonder how that would go.
That's what I'm trying to say. But the thing we had someone we had getting one load off.
Or maybe Havoc.
Havoc?
Yeah, he has a very similar darkness to
in terms of production.
Yeah,
I mean
but you're not executive producing it. You don't think it? All right, cool. Well, anyway, point is, RZA, I apologize and get back to the core, man. All right, and then all y'all other Ray, all right, Meth, Ghost, all y'all, all right, get rid of your managers. No managers and all that.
But you got Jose. Jose seemed pretty cool, like a nice guy.
No, that was Old Dirty had Jose.
No, Old Dirty had that white dude.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That young white dude.
You got
nobody like that. He's like, remember he met RZA. He's like, you don't know me. He's like, oh yeah, it's good to finally meet you. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Weasel. Nobody like
that. On my family.
Nobody like that dude, man.
Anyway, look, all y'all get together. No managers, no nothing. Just y'all and I don't know, order some pizza. You know what I'm saying? Get some wings or something. Just hash it out like men. Watch the game, and after that, turn on some beats. Start writing. You know what I'm saying?
I think that should think about
that. That's how men say I'm sorry. When men look, if you have a beef with your boy, watch the game, eat some wings, and then you're done.
I think they should play a little basketball, man. They got enough people for almost a whole full. They got a whole team.
They got a full squad. You know what I'm saying? Almost a 5-on-5 with a
you get mathematics to the DJ to be one of
them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bam. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying
throw a pick and roll.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what Ye did out when he was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We bring them to Hawaii. Bring them, get it off of America. This is continental America still. Get them somewhere else. Go to China. Go to somewhere else to record. Go to Africa. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, go to Africa. Get some of those old African rhythms.
You know what it was? You know what it is, y'all? Think about this. If I was a billionaire,
all right,
I would drop probably like $500 million for that album to be made with these things in mind. I will fly out to Africa,
put y'all up,
studio, fully booked. And I want to hear what comes out of it. Maybe let me hear the first draft.
Yeah, maybe
I'll executive producer come out. Nah, that ain't it. Yeah, me and Haas would do like that ain't it, bro. Yeah, we know what it is.
I'm apparently too soft on you guys.
Soft, bro.
I'm too soft on you guys.
Soft, bro.
So I'm trying to nurture y'all back down. They want to whip y'all back down.
I want Iron Fist, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Not that Iron Fist, but you know.
Yeah. You know, like, look, and when y'all come, no gold eagles.
No, we need all that.
You need gold eagles?
Gold Eagle Ghost is the best ghost.
No, but remember gold eagles, that's also when it started, you know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty clientele ghost.
Yeah, after that though. Once that eagle showed up, after that eagle, come on,
Bring the eagle back, Ghost.
All right, cool, fine. Bring the eagle back.
Bring the eagle back, Ghost.
But if the first,
get the grills back in,
the first couple songs come out, I'm taking the
Ray. Bring the grill back. Method Man, bring the toothbrush back. Bring it all back.
All that. You know what I'm saying?
Now they don't need to do all that. I'm just saying that y'all need to just be around each other and feed off each other.
Mr. Black Culture said missing the weed elements. I'm pretty sure they have not put down.
They were smoking in the documentary.
They got that. You know what I'm saying?
They're still cheap
because there was flashes of dopeness on Venom, even on Czarface, where's Ghostface when we listen to. There's some moments in that where I'm like, man, I'm not used to hearing Deck and Ghost back to back, but I'm cool with this. There was some parts in there where I was like, wow. So it's not that they're not talented no more. It's not that we gotta just get all of the egos to the ego. Get the ego out of the way. I know what it is. Y'all need to go to therapy. Some therapy. Go to therapy, work your stuff out. Wu-Tang therapy. Work all that out. And then make an album. So I can listen to it. Yes, this is selfish. All right. Well, it's Wu-Tang. Y'all gonna make money because I'm gonna buy it. So y'all gonna get money, but then I'm gonna get a fresh new album.
I really think that until all those things happen, it's just not gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna take a lot, bro.
Because I'll say this straight up.
Again, money broke them apart. Money will bring them back together. If I get that $500 million,
look. This is it. All right,
production cost $500 million.
One, go to Arckatron because we're about to get out of here. What is it? Arckatron.com.
Arckatron.com.
Tell them spell it out for them.
ARCKATRON.com.
Now go there and there's music. All right, it has a price on it. Buy it.
Yeah,
he can get $1 billion.
Shout out! Wait, I got to shout somebody out. Actually.
Oh yeah, shout out some people.
Somebody brought the whole discography the other day.
Oh word! Somebody. All right, cool. So we're gonna shout them out. But what I'm saying is, y'all go over to Arckatron.com. That's right, ARCKATRON.com. Buy that music. He can make $1 billion. Then we can all get together and then make a Wu-Tang album that's super fresh. Awesome, straight better than forever, and then all of us can be happy. All right.
Somebody bought 10 of my releases.
All right.
Mr. Michael Green, shout out to you.
Mr. Michael Green, shout out. We salute you, partner. You know what I'm saying? Now on my side, whole thing, money, just straight up on it.
Oh, yeah.
So
thank you for that.
Y'all go there. You know what I'm saying? He got music. Go there, check it out. All right, buy it. And then also for me, I got a couple jams in the streets. I'm even working with this gentleman right here. We got a couple jams. Actually, literally a couple. There's 2 songs. Literally 2 jams that we working.
They're not in the streets, but they're right here.
Yeah, they're here. They'll be in the streets after we're done. But I got some songs for y'all. Check out Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that stuff. Search NERDSoul, NERDSoul. That's right. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Holla at your podcast, whether it's Stitcher Radio or iTunes, but also your boy on Spotify too. And if you buy some music, then I can make $1 billion. Then we can have $2 billion. And then, when we have a business, we're going to hire Black people. So boom, we got $1 billion. Then you have black people, they get black dollars.
I'm gonna hire
hashtag black dollars.
Qualifying people.
Well, I'm gonna hire black people. Hashtag black dollars.
I'm gonna hire people to do the damn job. Black, white, green, purple, Asian, alien.
Point is, we got money. We gonna make the Wu-Tang album happen. I'm gonna call RZA. You know what I'm saying? It's 555-295-3555.
It's 555 Raekwon. What?
Oh yeah. You know, whatever. Anyway, the point is,
letters.
Point is, all right, buy the stuff. All right, go there, buy all of it. He can make $1 billion. Buy mine, I can make $1 billion.
So then you guys can get the Wu-Tang album.
Then you can get the Wu-Tang album that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call Method Man like, look, man, I got money, just come through. And then he's gonna say, all right, because he'll be like, all right. But guys, before we bounce, thank you for checking us out. This is a big shout out to Jordan Elliott McClure. I'm pretty sure I didn't screw it up that time. Mr. Black Culture, Coyote Prophet. How you gonna be? Are you a coyote that's a prophet?
It's like Troy McClure, right? That's like how you say it, right? Hi, it's Troy McClure from
I think
same McClure, right?
We got Coyote Prophet. I don't know if you're a coyote that's a prophet or a prophet for coyotes, but either one still dope to me. Tavana, you always rolling through. You know we got a W. Pow, W for you. All right, Willie B in the house. I wonder what the B is for. What is it? Is it like Beeman? Is it Willie Beeman?
Willie Beeman.
Willie Beeman. And Woo for you. And then we got Arthur Henry in the house. I think Daniel Pasquale Vlogs or Daniel P Vlogs, just in case I screwed that up. We got Mr. Black Culture. We already said your name, but we'll say it again.
What the other one up there? Black
for you. We got Black Cherubim in the house. Boom. That's right. W Woo for you. Shango Zulu in the house.
Shango Zulu. Yeah.
Shango Zulu. And of course, the brother or the sister, Spirit Dot, keeping us on time at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
thank you for coming through. Now, big shout outs to Thought Crimes. Much love for them. I see Ivan Soto, who usually comes through on other shows. We got Alan Lewis and Little Miss Chocolate. Much love to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up and share this out to y'all folks. If y'all want to talk about hip hop, we here every week on Wednesday night. Now, you can hit that thumbs down. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna send Cappadonna after you. I'm gonna tell you like this. He won't too happy with Divine, so he ain't gonna be too happy with you. I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know.
Don, Cappadonna.
Yeah, we're gonna hit you with the Cappadons. Mm-hmm. You want to get a Wu-Tang Killer beat?
Don.
You don't want that. All right, so I'm just saying, you protect your neck. You hit that thumbs up. You hit that thumbs down. I can't guarantee what's gonna happen to you. It ain't safe. So from us to you, we thank you for checking us out. Make sure you follow him on his stuff, follow me on my stuff, and we will all be chilling next week forever. We're gonna do something. We're gonna go old school next week because we did some new school stuff. We're going old school next week. We'll find some albums that's old and crusty and then dig them up for you. So
Wakanda forever, Wu-Tang forever.
Wu-Tang forever. All right. So from us to you. Thank you for chilling out with us. Thank you for hanging. Check out that Wu-Tang documentary if you haven't already.
Yep, and on Showtime or wherever you can find it.
Wherever you may procure those
those 4 episodes.
Those 4 episodes. But from us to you, we're just saying thank you and peace.
Wu-Tang!
Wu-Tang! Wu-Tang! Wu-Tang! Wu-Tang! Woo! 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 Woo!